One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Falcons will put it away to start the game. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Complete to the right.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's McMillan. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the run, it's Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's got him in the flat. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the big throw. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Sends it back in motion. He'll set up to throw. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Lowers those pads. And he's got him set up. Defense finally gets him out of bounds at the 3.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big...
Touchdown, Air Force! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Williams looking for a man. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Bulls will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To throw, it's St. Clair. Swings it out to the flat. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Falcons. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the run. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeps it on the draw. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense now. They haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for them.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's McMillan. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
Get set, get set.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The screen, and watch out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Williams looking for a man. Unloads it left. Into the house. Touchdown Bulls.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Gets the back moving. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. Looking to scramble. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He might want another play. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. It's Smith. The Bulls pick up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
And man, that didn't miss by much, but I do like the effort by the receiver. You can tell he's trying to get those toes in, trying to dance a little bit, but he couldn't get there. The ball was just a little bit too wide near the sideline.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pocket breaking down. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they made the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Now adjusting. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the... Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll give it to the back. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Wants to bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Williams looking for a man. Got a man, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Falcons! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by a field goal over Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Gets the back moving. Williams will pass. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. How about that big tight end getting downfield and then finding nobody home?
Yeah, he did a really nice job getting the depth on his route, but also give him credit because he found the soft spot in the zone, making that a real easy completion.
That's caught. It's Watkins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Daly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Frazier. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Pulls it in. It's Stanley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Falcons have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Flips it out in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
DP does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Williams looking for a man. This one's complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
Buffalo 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Come on, set. Go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Okay, ready?
Wants to go up top. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's St. Clair. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Falcons! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Simmons. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. He lets it fly. Holds it in on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, it's hard for a defense when you got a QB that can run and pick up an extra blocker, and especially when he can run power downhill. Because
and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Takes the easy one to the back. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going up top. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds a man on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Stanley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Here comes the heat. Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
He's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like anytime the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Falcons are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to beat the D deep. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it.
Going for the big play. He's got another 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the ball's on the ground. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
In a world of trouble and not making it any better. And down he goes. A terrible sack taken by this quarterback. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And his throw is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Got him downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
This is so a Jesse Ballmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Ballmer.
Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Hits him in stride at the 10. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this.
Touchdown, Buffalo. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
He'll try to do it himself. Jumped on top of the pile. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Buying some time. Going right and going deep. Touchdown, Air Force! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Williams looking for a man. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.